I want to share an example from a recent conversation that I had that will help you increase your conversion rates of your website, of your offer, of your landing page. It's all about giving customers what they expect. And so diving into today's notes here for the episode, here's the simple example of how to increase conversion rates. So I was talking to this company, and they offer something that's maybe on the edge of academic. And it's not really academic, but it feels close enough to like a school, and the positioning, the branding is close enough to a school that it really makes me think of I'm signing up for some official type schooling, right? When I was looking at their landing page, there was really one way to respond. There was one clear call to action, and oftentimes that's a good thing. Generally, that's a good thing. But at the same time, I was reminded of a copy review I did a little while back for a school on a different continent from me, and this school in particular, when you go to their landing page, I looked back at their landing pages, and when you go to their landing pages, there's like a, schedule an info session or schedule an info call with one of our representatives. There is a view course information or view, get basically a new student guide, right? And then the other one was apply now. Right? And I said, if I am trying to make my landing page look and feel as much like that as possible, and I want to, if I'm trying to make my landing page look and feel as much like the educational institution as possible, and if I'm trying to give people different ways that they can respond, including, if they're ready to apply now. If they are just interested in learning more about the courses, go through the courses, right? I'm going to want to have very similar sets of call to action, right? And so I can be building my list at the same time that I am getting the best prospects ready to respond to my offer. And so no matter what you're doing, in terms of your marketing, you want to understand your customer's expectation for the experience that you're going to put them through, for the conversion experience. And you can go two ways here, right? There's a fork in the path. You can choose to meet their expectations, and probably the default, the thing that you test first is how can we meet their expectations for the customer experience? And then you can choose to break it. And you may find that there are different ways that you can break it that actually increase response. But you want to start with the highest probability of success, which is in general to meet their expectation. And this is about it's about awareness and intention, right? So you choose to be aware, number one, of what their expectation is for an experience like this. And then you intentionally meet that expectation or you break that expectation, right? There can be benefits, positioning benefits. Hey, we're different, and so we do things differently around here. Or we give you exactly what you are hoping for, right? And both of those can have advantages in certain audiences with certain crowds, right? In certain businesses. You need to make the decision, though. You need to be aware, and you need to do it intentionally. And so this comes down to two types of competitive research that I actually, I associate with Dan Kennedy because he's who I remember hearing this from first or most distinctly. You want to do competitive research. You want to do competitive research. So you want to say, who are all the people that are selling basically the same things as me, right? Who are fulfilling the same promises, right? Who are offering the same solution to the same problem or slightly different solutions. The things that you'd think of as competitors. But then it's important to do comparable non-competitive research. So who sells an offer kind of like this? What is the offer type? What is the offer format? What's the media? What's the expectation of what a business like mine is going to look like, right? Who sells to the same audience, but products that are completely different, right? And so you want to find comparisons between what you're doing and what other marketers are doing, and find out how they are actually selling their own offers, right? And so the example here, if my particular client that I'm talking to is interested in, looking like a more formal educational offer, right? We're going to look at other more formal educational offers. And in particular, the one that we looked at is kind of on the edge of, it's not a university in quite the same way that you might think of like a state university or something like that. But it is close enough that I felt that it was extremely relevant. And relative to today's lesson, as you're going through this, you want to ask yourself, what's the expected customer experience for offers like this? And you can look at that as part of your competitive research. So my call to action for you at the end of this episode, ask yourself how you can use this. Like, what takeaways do you have from this little lesson? What might you do to meet your customers' expectations in order to increase conversion rates, or be aware and intentionally break your customers' expectations in order to increase your conversion rates? The landing page was invented, the squeeze page, was invented. That's where basically somebody arrives on a website and the only thing that they can do is give their email address in exchange for some kind of free offer, right? Highly effective, one of the most powerful page formats in the history of internet marketing. That was invented because somebody wanted to break the customer's expectation of what a website needed to be. Dean Jackson, I think, claims it. I'm sure other people did similar things at about the same time. But basically it was, hey, we have a bunch of people coming to our website and they're not signing up. What if instead of just sending them to this big website with lots of options, we sent them to a page with one option? And so that broke customer expectations and was highly effective. In other cases, you may want to, again, meet the customer expectations. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more content like this delivered to you. I do offer training at BTMSinsiders, stands for Breakthrough Marketing Secrets Insiders, right? It's a streaming library of copywriting and marketing courses where you pay one low fee and you get instant streaming access to everything. I also do offer fractional CMO and copy chief services, primarily for direct response marketers, where I actually help you. I get in there and I help you. And like, this is inspired by one of those conversations. I help you increase your conversion rates and generate bigger marketing results. Those links are all in the description. I'm Roy Furr. This is Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and I'll catch you again in the next episode. I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you once again for tuning in to this daily episode of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Remember, check out the links with this episode for even more value. Now make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and engage in every way you can to keep this show going and growing and delivering daily value to you. I'll catch you soon for your next big breakthrough.